Namaskar, and welcome back to Integrated Manushya, and a very happy New Year Eve. 2020 is gonna end. Things seem to be fine. Hope so. Anyways, the topic of today's video is gonna be fields. We are gonna discuss about electric fields, magnetic fields. But wait, first of all, what are fields? And to explain that, I'll have to take you here. So, to understand fields, let us take an example of a fire. Assume this red globe or sphere you see here as fire, and let us actually create another sphere. Boom. Imagine yourself to be standing at any vertex or any point on the outer sphere. Now, as you move closer to the fire, as you move more and more closer to the fire, you'll feel more heat. However, as you move away slowly, you will feel lesser heat, lesser heat, lesser heat, lesser heat, lesser heat, lesser. You're now behind the screen actually. Anyway, just think of it like that. Why is it that when you go close to the fire, you feel more heat, and when you move away from the fire, you feel lesser heat? It is all linked to the concept of fields. There is nothing such as a field, it's just an imaginary concept that helps us better visualize. Now, suppose we take a sphere, a condition like this. You're very close to the sphere. The power emitted by the fire, everything is collected on the sphere. Now, as we increase the area of the sphere, the power collected is the same. The power collected by the outer sphere is the same, but it is divided across more area. Suppose there's a person standing at each point on this smaller sphere, then and suppose there are people standing at every point on this bigger sphere, right? Who do you think will get more energy or more heat? Obviously, the people standing in the smaller sphere, right? They will get more energy, correct? Because they are closer. Now, as you increase the size, there are more and more people standing, okay? And as more and more people stand, the heat or the power from the heat will have to be equally divided. When the power or heat is equally divided, there is lesser energy that you get. So as you move far away from a sphere or from the fire, you get lesser heat, and as you move closer to it, you feel more heat. That is exactly the concept of a field. When you're close to the particle or the source, there's more force or any energy, and when you're away, it is less. That's it. Field is just an imaginary concept, however, it helps in making things simpler or to visualize things. Now, coming back to the topic. And as usual, without my lamp, no video is complete. And so here it goes. Imagine this as a source. When it is close to my face, you see my face is illuminated very heavily. However, when I take my face away from the lamp or take the lamp away from me, the distance increases, it illuminates less, more, less. So that is also in a way a field, and let me put this at the right place back, else the video will become too dark. As fire produces heat, what produces electric fields? Electric charges. What produces magnetic fields? Magnetic charges. Great. I'll be first talking about magnetic fields and magnets, as we have seen magnets occasionally. Great. So, about magnets. Before we start magnets, one more thing I needed to share with you. You see this diagram below, or this diagram is a representation of how magnetic field lines exist. Obviously, they are also imaginary component, and we visualize them only for our understanding. But can you see the lines? The closer they are to the magnet, the smaller they are, and the farther they are, the bigger they are. Obviously. Anyways, one more important key factor is the closer they are, there's more density of those lines. You see, the lines are very, very, very thinly or equally spaced. But the farther they go, there's more gap between the lines. And that is a very important component of how magnetic field works. I mean, it is very important to understand that. Okay, imagine these two as two north poles of a magnet. This not the one, the sharpener face is the north pole. Okay, when you get them closer, you see there'll be repulsion between them. You understand why? The magnetic field lines intersect, and I have attached a diagram below. You see both are in the same direction, both are opposing each other. Magnetic field lines always flow from the north pole to the south pole outside a magnet. The idea is simple. Those magnetic field lines intersect, they are in the opposite direction, so they will repel each other. As you go farther away, the magnetic field lines get less dense. They get farther away. So there are less magnetic field lines intersecting. So there is less repulsion. That's the concept and idea of magnetic fields. Now, to understand electric fields, they are very similar to magnetic fields, just that they are produced from different sources. Magnetic fields are produced from magnets, electric fields are produced from electric charges. Magnets always exist in pairs. When there's a south pole, there's a north pole attached to it. But electric charges can exist independently. What I mean, there's a positive charge, does not have to mean that a negative charge has to be there somewhere or anything related to it. A positive charge can exist independently. And also, in convention, we always take that the electric field lines, which are just like magnetic field lines, flow from the positive charge to the negative charge. Magnetic field lines flow from the north pole to the south pole. Electric field lines flow from the positive charge to the negative charge. So that was about electric fields. Now, the very next question for us is, how do we create electric fields? Well, in your daily life, you have experienced it. Take a plastic comb and comb your hair. Do it for some good time, and then take it to strips and bits of paper, and keep the comb a bit above. Suppose this is a comb, keep it a bit above. You will see that these strips of paper which are there will start to get attracted to the comb. What is that? That's charge. So that is how we can create a field or create charges. How do we measure them? Or how do we know an object is charged? Well, actually check this experiment called golden leaf experiment. Hmm? That will give you a lot of insight on it. How can objects be charged, and also it might be a task for you today. Anyway, very happy New Year Eve. Bye bye. See you soon.